Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the trades and cuts and signings from the week, including John's favorite, One Job Moses. This
God!
And much more, live with Aaron and John. Yo, what's up, John?
Yo, what's up?
Excellent.
Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football, finally episode number 520. That's the Rocky McIntosh times 10 podcast.
That's
episode.
the Jam and Davis times 1.
The Jam and Davis.
It's the Jam and Davis times 1. Times 0, I guess.
We're jamming.
Dude, his name is Jamin. He needs to change it to Jammin. He just needs to change it to Jammin.
I hope you like jamming too.
Dude, remember when we had Bob Marley's grandson as like a camp body? Remember that dude? Remember we had Bob Marley's grandson as a camp body, and there was like video footage of him going out and singing at like some karaoke thing, and it was awful.
Are you serious?
You remember that? Yeah, I've got to look him up because he was a grandson of him, but he could not sing at all. Let's see, Bob. Oh, dude. By the way, episode 520. Welcome to everybody. Moses got cut. Discuss.
All right.
One job. Bye.
I could do my due diligence and look up how many penalties Moses had, but I don't have to. It was enough to know that he had so many false start penalties and holding penalties and whatnot. It was very, very frustrating because on the other hand, he didn't miss games. He played hurt sometimes.
He played hurt a lot.
And he seemed to be like a good team player. But it's like, dude, what is up? What is up with the penalties at the most inopportune times?
Or just standing there being one job and dude just runs right by.
Like a
one job, dude.
It was like he was asleep. Like they hiked the ball and he's like in a trance, like, oh, we're going now.
Oh!
Almost knocked over my green screen.
Knocked over my green screen.
Object. Oh, I gotta remember that. Discord, are they ever gonna fix this stupid thing? Refresh.
Stupid object.
David Herzing, also known as Object, and Dan Snyder, says Nico.
By the way, Nico Marley was the guy that was undrafted by us, by the Washington Redskins in 2017. He wore number 46. This was the only years with the team because I don't think he didn't make the roster. I think he was just on the practice squad. He didn't even
go
make
back
the practice
to Jamaica.
squad.
Maybe he took after his family and like took up music. Nico, reggae, because you ain't making it in football, dude.
I'm looking at him right now. All right, I'm on his. Who knew about this? This is the last thing I thought. His dad was Rohan Marley. Rohan, like from Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
He is the son of former college football player Rohan Marley, grandson of the reggae musician Bob Marley, and half-brother of model Selah, S-E-L-A-H, Selah Marley.
Okay.
All right.
Well, anyway, he's not on the team anymore.
He's not on the team anymore, so I don't know why we were talking about him.
Or was he a camp body?
I think he got cut before. I don't think he made the final roster that year.
He's a camp body.
Remember, because everyone was just like, yeah, it's going to be awesome that he's on the team and everything. And then you're just like, dude, that guy sucks.
People think I'm tired of all these people that think something's going to be awesome because it's some famous dude's relative. Like, was it Randy Moss's son?
Randy Moss's son, Thaddeus, who we got
that dude's gonna
undrafted.
Be awesome. I mean, I thought it was cool to give him a chance, but people were like, "Oh, he got cut. What are we doing cutting him?" It's like
I know. It's like, well, he sucked.
He must have sucked. If we kept Jeremy Sprinkle over that dude,
really, that's what it came down to. If we kept Jeremy Sprinkle over that guy, then there's no way.
Dude, look at David Herzing bringing up all these old dudes. Fish Smithson, remember him?
Fish
Smithson.
Fish.
We pull for guys not because they're someone's son, but because they have interesting names. I remember pulling for Fish Smithson.
We got that weird Hemingway guy. One of our 17 tight ends.
Tamarack
from West Virginia.
Tamarack Hemingway. The best of West Virginia.
Do you remember when you, me, and Josh stopped at that Tamarack place in West Virginia, and then like some random trucker, like I was like studying the map, waiting for Josh to finish taking a dump or something like that.
Do I want to hear this story? This story? Okay.
Yes, and I'm sitting there looking at the map, and this trucker just comes up and starts talking to me about stuff, because people always do that. And next thing I know, he's talking about you got to run this lane, or you got to run this one, or you got to run that one if you're doing illegal stuff. Because you do that to bypass the scales on the interstate. That was just like, well, hello, my name is John Adams. Who are you?
Dude, speaking of West Virginia, today, so one of my colleagues is in Ireland.
Right.
And I was chatting with him today, and I was like, oh, you want to hear about West Virginia culture? Here you go. And I basically sent them the file for The Dancing Outlaw. the entire movie. I was like, watch this tonight, and then you'll understand.
And then there's Jesco.
And then there's Al.
Then there's Jesco.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there was a PBS documentary around 1992, 93?
Something 91? Like that, yeah.
And it was called The Dancing Outlaw, and it's about this guy named Jesco White from, Boone County, West Virginia. And if you haven't seen it, I think it's kind of hard to find, but it was a cult favorite PBS documentary, and then they made like sequels and things that aren't nearly as good because they're just not.
Right, of course.
But anyway, if you have a chance to watch The Dancing Outlaw, you won't know if you should laugh or cry. So
Jesco's still around. He's still alive.
Really?
Yeah.
I figured he would have huffed so much glue by now.
I guess he says he's 64 years old. He lives in Bandytown, West Virginia.
Does he have himself a double super buzz?
He might have himself double super buzz.
I got myself a double super buzz.
I wonder if you can look it up. DancingOutlaw.com. You can find DVDs on there. I wonder if he has stuff on there's stuff on YouTube. You can go look up, people. If you want to find it, Dancing Outlaw, Jesco White, just check it out.
Because this dude is like this episode Double Super Buzz.
Double Super Buzz.
When we upload it.
What were the thing that Norma was saying to him, right?
Norma G. Is this about a Jesco podcast or is this a Redskins podcast? You can't hit me no more and cause me pain. Jesco. Sometimes she called him Jessico. Jessico. And then remember when he was telling the story about when him and Norma Jean met, and he was like, well, there's the story. I aimed to kill her, but I fell in love with her. I aimed to rob her, but I fell in love with her. Anyway, enough about Jessico.
Jessico, if you want to, yeah. Dip.
Question, what's up with that Dallas colored shirt you got on right now?
This Dallas colored shirt that says hail to the football team that's gray and yellow, not blue at all.
It's just because our color's jacked up.
Yeah.
All right, so your color is a little tinted towards blue.
I need more light.
Hey, look at this. X Factor 357 is in the chat room.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Also known as Object. Let me refresh. First time to catch you guys live on Discord. Well, welcome. We might have a question for you later.
Oh, and by the way, Jesco also is a Elvis impersonator. Just so you know, he's got a Velvis.
He can be 3 people.
He can be 3 people. Jesco!
Jesse, Jesco, or he can be Elvis. Anyway, watch the show Dancing Outlaw. Enough about that. Let's get back to Moses. So Moses was drafted, I don't remember which round. First few rounds out of Virginia. I remember that.
He was like the 7th. He was like the 7th tackle that was taken in that draft. We were the last team to take a tackle in, I believe it was the first round. And I remember saying, man, like 6 tackles went before him, and I was like, I don't know about this Moses guy. I mean, we went to UVA. People followed him and everything. He was pretty good. But man, I don't know. I just kind of had that. I was like, the other tackles that went ahead of him probably are going to be better. So we'll see what happens.
We've never really been enamored with Moses. I was just, you could just count on him to play, and he was better than other dudes we had, like Jerron Christian,
Senior, Junior the third, who no one's even mentioning, got cut because he sucks.
But before we get to Jerron Christian the third, Junior, Senior, I want to know, with Moses being gone and Kerrigan, which we need to discuss here in a minute,
right?
With those guys being gone, who is the longest tenured guy on the team? Is it Tress Way? Is it? I mean, I guess it is. I can't think of anyone that's been there longer. I know that David Herzing probably knows.
It might be Tress Way.
Tress Way, dudes. It probably is.
Especially since we're getting what's his face? Cheese Man this year for as the long snapper, so it's not that guy.
Dude, I'm getting you a Cheese Man jersey. I think
I got my Heineken
Shanny was telling me that he ordered himself a Cheese Man jersey from some cheap Chinese website.
I think there's going to be a lot of Cheese Man jerseys going around.
Yeah. Anyway, so Moses is gone, and then Jerron Christian, Junior the third.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Cut.
Well, I mean, how can we not give him a cut?
Yeah, really. Cut!
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I just have a big feeling, and I was thinking this last year, that Morgan Moses was like, I mean, he just looked like he was playing on one leg the whole year. Like, he looked like he was about to have like a catastrophic knee injury or something like that. And I have a feeling, because it didn't really happen last year, it's probably going to happen this year. Because, I mean, number one, they're cutting him because he's been injured over and over again. He's wearing down. He's older. He's a lot more expensive.
He's expensive. And
he's expensive.
And we
drafted some dudes.
We drafted that Cosme dude.
Yeah.
We've got some other dudes coming back. Like, my dog Sadiq is going to step in. I've got so much faith in Sadiq. No one else seems to give Sadiq the time of day, and I'm like, just wait till Sadiq gets back. Sadiq is going to kick some butt. Sadiq Charles. I might get you a Charles jersey. For $20, I might get you the whole team, dude. I mean, Shanny tells me these websites and these jerseys look pretty decent.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you can get me a Charles Leno Jr. jersey.
Charles Leno Jr. Have we talked about him? I don't think we've talked about these guys.
Well, no, because we're talking about Morgan Moses getting cut, and he got cut partially because we signed Charles Leno Jr. from the Bears. Well, not from the Bears. That's where he was before.
He was there.
And again, I don't know. Some people are acting like he's going to be much better than Moses, and then I know they're going to stick him on the left-hand side or give him a chance as left tackle instead of right.
Did he play left tackle for the Bears, or did he play right?
He did. He played left tackle, but I mean, great. Basically, when you're watching ESPN or if you're watching the Red Zone and you see like Trubisky get sacked, which has happened a lot in the last few years. A lot of times you see Leno was the guy who got beat.
Yeah,
he went to one Pro Bowl, and I'm like, one Pro Bowl for this guy, and he's supposed to be good?
And that was like in 2018, I believe. And I talked to my friend Chris, who is a huge Bears fan. He's from Illinois.
Mm.
He basically told me that. He was good one year, and he's been declining since then.
Yeah.
So, You know, I think he's going to suck, but we got him and we got Cosme, who I'm kind of excited about.
I want to see what he's got. I mean, between him and Deke.
Deke, and
from
Cosme.
the last 2 days or years.
Anyway, Deke and Cosme are cheap, right? I mean,
yeah, and we re-signed Eric Flowers. Did we talk about that last time?
No, dude, we did not.
Okay.
Eric Flowers, I mean, all of a sudden we got some depth at O-line when we're always like, oh, great, who's going to even come in? One of the Schweitzer brothers, who I think we still have on the team. I don't know.
Yeah, right? Schweitzer and Martin.
Schweitzers. The Schweitzer brothers. Hey, look who's in the house. Kenny Ken, the nemesis of David Herzing. They're both in there with X Factor 357. I don't see anyone in the YouTube chat.
So now we have Cornelius Lucas, the Schweitzers, Roulier, Scherf.
Now, thanks for bringing up Lucas, because he actually played pretty decent last year. He played pretty good last year, I thought, Lucas.
He did at left tackle. I kind of think that, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards Lucas right now over Leno, honestly, or Leno.
Yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about this like all offseason. All of a sudden, it's like we've got so many dudes that you can't. It's not as easy to project the starters. It's like,
isn't that great?
We've got all these dudes that we forgot about because they were like injured thanks to Dr. Death. And they're coming back. I mean, look at the offensive line. You could probably pull it up faster than me. But anyway, all these new dudes, Leno.
Yep, Lucas. Well, the new dudes, Leno, Keith Ishmael.
Keith Ishmael, I was excited about. Didn't he get injured? He's an interior guy, right?
I guess, yeah. He's a center.
Yeah.
Right now.
He was a rookie last year, but I was excited about seeing him get to play, and I think he got injured.
I think he did.
We got all these young linemen. We
do, and I don't know. We got to see what the biggest thing is to see what Cosme, and Zeke have got, and we'll see what's going on with Leno and between him and Lucas. But like you were saying, we have some depth there. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. What do you think about? And I was thinking about this today, and it's not in the itinerary. So with all these cuts, and Kerrigan, which we're going to get to.
Right.
Well, he wasn't cut. He just didn't get re-signed.
Right.
With all these cuts, and we have all this cap space, I'm sure Kenny Ken can tell you the number. Are we saving it up for some blockbuster thing? Or
you mean like Aaron Rodgers becoming available or something like that?
I don't know about Aaron Rodgers, but I'm just saying, are we going to just all of a sudden just start? I don't know. Why save the money is what I'm getting at. Does it help us?
Isn't it when you save the money, don't you get to spend it the next year?
Does it go over to the next year? I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I think some of it does, but does all of it? And look at this. Object. X Factor is saying the cap is rumored to increase by $30 million.
Yeah, next year's salary cap is going to be $208.2 million.
And what is it this year? Do you have that? Come on, dude. You have to do stats since Josh bailed.
I know, dude. Tell me about it.
It's not all fun and games anymore.
Yeah, really.
So what about So we don't know.
So yeah, you can carry it over. You can carry it over into the next year.
So do we have some super plan in place for next year? I mean,
yeah, really.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, Jonathan Allen needs an extension. Deron Payne needs an extension. Terry McLaurin kind of needs an extension.
Maybe that's what Ron is building for. Maybe he's like, we're building this nucleus team, and we need to sign our own. Like, don't let dudes walk in free agency that prove themselves. You know, like we always do that.
Always.
And also Scherf, he's gone, dude. We've already talked about this.
We have talked about this, and I would not at all be surprised if we figured out some kind of trade for him.
I don't.
At this
with
point,
all these guys, yeah. If someone needs a Pro Bowl lineman and their dude gets injured in preseason, look for that trade to happen. Even though I know it's expensive.
we're not talking about some crappy team like Detroit. This is going to be for like playoff contender teams are going to go after him.
Yeah. So do you want to move into the other guys that we've signed before we talk about Kerrigan, or do you want to talk about Kerrigan?
Yeah. Was there anyone else? Bobby McCain. That's safety.
Bobby McCain, the free safety from the Dolphins. I was pretty excited about this pickup. I don't know much about Bobby McCain, but we needed a free safety.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw any of the minicamp stuff, but Troy Apke was just getting burnt left and right.
Dude, I didn't see anything.
They put him at cornerback, and he's still getting burnt.
Dude, I didn't see anything from minicamps. You'll have to fill me in about any of that news. I just didn't.
That's pretty much it.
That was it. That was the news. I saw that. The only thing I saw was that Fitzpatrick showed up, and 86 out of 92 dudes showed up.
Everybody showed up except for Young and Sweat. Someone else, and Steven Sims, who probably just stayed home because he's like, I'm not going to work out. I'm not making that team at this point.
I'm gonna get cut.
I'm getting cut. I don't even want to show up. I don't even want to show up.
So basically, almost everyone showed up.
Just about, yeah.
X Factor points out that Lino had a child, or his wife did, I'm sure. But anyway, he's a new father, so he didn't show up. So I guess that's a pretty good excuse.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was pretty pumped to see that.
But long story short, don't think that Lino's going to be great. I don't think he's going to be good. I think he's like an average player.
I'm with you on that. Kenny Ken's the one that thinks he's going to be all that. He was excited about it. Anyway, yeah. So I'm pretty pumped. I'm happy with this Bobby McCain signing. Right. This Seals Jones dude, who's he?
A tight end. He's a tight end. I remember his name from fantasy sports mostly because his last name is Seals-Jones.
Okay. So we've got him, and that makes 7 tight ends, I believe, that we've got on this roster.
17 tight ends that we have on the roster right now.
Of which we've got one, and out of the other 6 guys, we're looking for a companion to Logan Thomas.
Someone who can block. Someone who can block.
We've already went in depth about the specimen Reyes.
Right, who may not even make the team, who may not even make the field this year.
Yeah, we've got.
But dude, we got John Bates.
John Bates is a rookie, right? That's supposed to have good hands and is really a blocking tight end. So he'll probably be
from Boise State. Yeah,
he'll probably be the second guy.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 John Bates, Dylan Cantrell, Tamara Hemingway, Samus Reyes, Ricky Seals-Jones, Tyrone Swoops.
Who?
Logan, and Dion Yeller.
I haven't even heard of half of those guys. They're camp bodies. They're the red shirts in Star Trek, dude.
They've got 8 tight ends. 8
tight ends.
Man.
Wow, I thought it was 7, but we must have signed an extra one.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I heard that.
I guess that was Ricky Seals-Jones that was the most recent signing. So.
Yeah, I guess so. So I think, is that everyone we signed some other guy today. I can't pronounce his name. A linebacker.
You can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, it's like Eastern European or something.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Do I have that up? It's not, because it's Redskins.com. He's not on the transaction report, but he's already on
ESPN.
He is also the third. He is the third outside linebacker, already on the depth chart.
How do you say his name?
But he's not even on the transaction list yet.
Well, there's one intern that they apparently has his stuff together that does that page. It's probably
his name is Jordan. His name is Jordan Kunasik.
Jordan Kunasik, and he was a special teamer for the Panthers, and he's probably a camp body / special team.
Maybe he'll be here to pick up for Everett. Did we lose Everett?
Dude, he's one of those guys I never know if he's on the team.
Yeah.
Apparently we have him because someone in the chat a little while ago thought that Everett was the longest tenured player on the team. So
he's probably one of them. He's been around for a while.
yeah.
So this Jordan Kunisic guy, I guess, is a glue guy. Helps to bring those guys together.
He's a camp body.
We'll see. I don't know. He might make the team. He might be like a last cut. We'll see.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he may not. We got some guy named Dax Milne.
Oh, he was the last
A.
player we
Milne's
got.
son?
Dude, he was the guy we drafted in like the last round.
Oh, right, from BYU. Right, yeah.
I thought he was a receiver.
Because he is. Because they're right after tight ends. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 receivers.
12 receivers. I'm telling you, dude, we got like the main team, and then he's like, bring all these dudes in from all these random places, and maybe we'll find a gym, like the Sammy Ramos thing, Samus Reyes guy.
Samus Reyes. I mean, last year was the first year with Ron Rivera, but this is the first year we really get Ron Rivera. We got the Martins and the front office all working together on this.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to, I don't know. We saw some really, really big changes last year, but this year I think we're going to see a lot more. We're going to see the team keep moving in a positive direction. I'm really looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty pumped. In fact, I
called it.
Championship this year, dude. I called it. And here's my theory. Our offense was so bad last year. We had one dude, Terry McLaurin, that was a receiver. I mean, if any team in the entire world was playing against us, they'd be like, hey, put 2 dudes on that guy.
Right.
No one else is a threat. Like,
don't even put anyone on Sprinkle, man. Don't even
Sprinkle. He'll drop it or whatever. We had one, and dude, I was listening to some stats about Alex Smith today. In the game, like the games down the stretch when he was like battling that calf injury when we were trying to get into the playoffs, there was one game where he had a quarterback rating of 8. 8 out of 100. I think it was in the game that we won.
Quarterback rating's like 162, like 0.2 or something like that is the highest.
Oh, okay. Well, it was
the quarterback
8.
doesn't go to 100, it goes a lot higher. It's like 162 or something.
Yeah, well, it was an 8. It was an 8. I think they said in the game against the 49ers that we actually won. It was an 8, and he was averaging like 3 yards a pass. Dude, you know how tired I am of watching these stupid dump-off plays for like our quarterbacks have been so bad. Remember how horrid it was the season before, trying to watch those last 3 games with like Mark Sanchez and Josh Jones or whatever his name was.
And that Josh Johnson who helped us win. At least we won a game with him.
But those games, like, watching those games were like,
oh, they're horrible.
Watching a T-ball game. It was like watching a T-ball game, the T-ball team trying to make an out.
I remember talking to Roberta, and I was just like, God, I just can't wait for the season to be over.
And I still watched. I still subjected myself to that. Like,
we still watch.
Why am I watching this? It's so bad. Oh my gosh. So the fact that we've got Fitzpatrick. Oh, and if he gets injured or something, we got Heineke, who could at least be entertaining and throws the ball and runs the ball. Remember Alex Smith got injured, dude.
Kyle Allen's back too.
Yeah, when Alex Smith got injured, dude, he was sucky before that. He was bad.
I know.
I mean, I think we were like 6-2 or something, but
we've talked about it on here numerous times when we traded for him, and I was just like, wanted to stick a gun in my mouth. I was like, this is the worst trade we could ever do. And we did it twice. We did it twice with Andy Reid to get his stupid quarterbacks.
If Andy Reid has a quarterback that he wants to give you, don't take it. I'm just saying it right now. Oh my gosh.
So stupid.
So it's going to be exciting to watch a quarterback that's not afraid to throw it down the field. Mm-hmm. And B, people that can actually catch it and get down the field other than Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, really.
Excuse me.
Oh, we got a new object down there.
I'm refreshing. It's
Shanny.
Shanny's in the house. What's up, Shanny? He must have heard his what's the thing? His ears.
His ears started ringing.
Is that what you said? Burning? His ears were
burning.
I don't know this saying. I don't care. His ears were burning, or whatever the saying is. Yeah, I'm just glad to like be excited about a team that's put together in a professional manner instead of dudes that will buddy around with Jay and the girls at the club and
go smoke pot and like hit on girls even though they're married, you know,
and
at
apparently
parties
end
like
up
they're
in the
college.
apparently
sleeping with the same guy that the running back was sleeping with, some backup running back at Jay. What the hey, man?
What is that all about?
What the hey? Oh man, I just really
J.
like what Ron Rivera has brought to the team, what Martin Mayhew has brought to the front office. The only person who can screw this up right now, going in the upward direction, is Dan Snyder.
And speaking of, Dan Snyder actually had an interview, the first in like 7 years yesterday, for TMZ. What is that all about? Dan Snyder's been going around visiting other stadiums, like the newest stadiums, to see what he wants when he builds his stadium in like 6 years. I guess really like 4, because it should be open in like 6 years. It's going to take a few years to open.
But he was going around with Jason Wright, and TMZ just like saw the two of them in front of the stadium, started asking him questions, and he answered them. And I don't even know what the questions were. I was just amazed that he was actually answering them, and was. I don't know what it. I think Jason Wright is having positive influence on Dan Snyder. I really do. The guy's like has a family. He's positive. He thinks intelligently about stuff. He's not Alan the Bruce. Those are all check boxes right there, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I heard a little bit of the interview.
Yeah.
He was basically just what you said, saying he was checking out stadiums, and then they tried to give him a trick question to ask if they were moving back into DC, and he kind of hinted that they were going to go to DC, but then he said Virginia and Maryland also.
Right, because he doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. But yeah, that's another thing, dude. If we can get this team building up, get that new stadium when we have that nucleus,
old RFK.
Ready, we could be back on our way if we can just survive our lives. Dude, we've almost made it to the championship.
Oh, I'm sold. I'm on my 5th heart, man. Get me to the game.
One more.
Get me to RFK.
Yeah, so I'm more excited about this season than I've been since Joe Gibbs 2.0 when he was coming back.
Yeah, so. You're exactly right. This is the best since it's been since the 2.0. Well, the RG3 rookie year, you were especially pumped for that one too. So that as well. But
not on the whole team level. I was excited about one dude. This is like you can see the team is like built like a solid foundation.
And we're getting rid of all the dead wood, which is great. It's just I don't know.
Dude,
it's good. I like the military
dudes.
Discipline.
They're all Rivera's dudes.
Yeah. There's a lot of Carolina up here, which is cool. I like North Carolina. I went to school in North Carolina. It's a great place.
Now let's talk about the elephant in the room here. Our dog for the last 10 crappy years, Kerrigan, was told he was not in the plans, and then he tweeted, I guess a week or so ago, he tweeted that he would not be back thanks to the fans, blah blah blah.
Which was awesome. That was a good job on him.
But when I saw that, I was like, he's not saying what team he went to in this same tweet here. Right. And then he went to the Eagles. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts about him going to the Eagles. A, about us not re-signing him first, I guess. And then B, about him going to the division rival Eagles and your thoughts on that.
Well, not re-signing him. We drafted 2 more defensive ends in the 7th round. We also already have like Chase and Young. Or Chase and Young, both of them. Young and Sweat. We have Young Sweat. That's gross. We have Young and Sweat.
Young Sweat.
We have Young Sweat. Ugh.
Kerrigan
Young and
was
Sweat.
not getting that much play time.
He wasn't going to get that much play time last year, and he still got those 5.5 sacks and broke, Dexter Manley's record for most sacks with the team and all that stuff, which is awesome.
But in a lot more games. But anyway,
a lot more games.
Go ahead.
But he was like that stalwart there, going through all the crap that we've had to go through like the last 9-10 years. Mm. So I feel, I don't know. The team's getting younger. Hopefully it doesn't sound like he's mad about it. I don't think he's mad about it. He probably didn't have to sell his house in Northern Virginia because he's going to right up to Philadelphia. His kids, he probably has kids. They're probably in school up in Northern Virginia or something like that. So,
yeah.
And that's probably, I don't know. I mean, he's from Indiana, so I don't know if he was thinking about going back there or what. But
he went to Purdue.
He went to Purdue. He went to Purdue, but he was born, I saw, at Ball State in Muncie.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
I mean, at first,
bigger school at Purdue, though.
When I first heard the news that he was going to the Eagles, I was kind of upset about this. But then I was like, what's up with the Eagles taking all of our old, Ring of Fame, Hall of Fame guys?
Like Brian Mitchell.
Brian Mitchell
yeah.
And Art Monk went from the Jets to the Eagles.
Yeah,
so,
he did.
Ryan Kerrigan, I have to have my hats off to him because he was a true Redskin. Mm-hmm. For at a time when we did not have very many good Redskins. Yeah, so he will be in that Ring of Fame at the new stadium.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm not that upset. I just hope he doesn't, sack and injure our quarterbacks. I don't want payback.
I think for him, he's just trying to find a place where he can start, and he's hoping he'll get to start up there. But we'll see. I mean, he's like 10 years in, so. I'd
be interested to see what people in the chat say about their feelings about him going to that team and if they hold ill will.
What if he went to the Cowboys?
The Eagles for me are almost up there with the Cowboys, so
almost.
I think it would hurt a little bit more to see him in that blue on non-matching blue and a third non-matching blue and with the star more than it does in the Eagles green.
Yeah.
So,
and I get it with the Eagles. You can still live in DC or Northern Virginia or something like that. Your family can still live there while you commute, to work up there. It's not like 5 hours away. I think it's like 2 hours by as the car drives to get there, maybe an hour and a half, depending on how much of a lead foot you've got. I'm not very happy about it, but I get it. I get it.
And he's a classy dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look how his tenure ended compared to Trent's.
Yeah, exactly. If Trent comes back, if Trent gets, retired in the Ring of Fame, I will boo him the whole time he comes into the stadium. That guy's dead to me.
Shanny actually hates the Eagles more than Dallas. Some
people do. You do sometimes.
I came to a revelation about Dallas.
Revelation.
Growing up hating Dallas and living in Virginia Beach, all the Dallas fans that live in Virginia Beach are complete jerks. But what I came to understand is I think they were just being contrarian, living in Redskins area and being
like
jerks.
Matthew McConaughey.
Like they were just being jerks. Like I'm going to be a Cowboys fan just to be a jerk. You know what I mean?
Kind of like Matthew McConaughey.
But I don't think that the Dallas fans that actually live in Dallas fans are as jerks as the ones that don't live there. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're rooting for your home team, that's your home team.
Yeah.
That's who you root for. But, Cowboys get contrarians from they have more contrarian fans than anyone else in the NFL.
Yeah.
And they have contrarian fans all over the country that just the whole thing they want to do is piss off fans of the other team.
Yeah. That's
all they want to do.
Those are the jerks.
Dude, those guys, a couple of those guys showed up to the Hall of Fame when Monkey Green got inducted. They weren't even in Cowboys going in.
Oh, I
remember I saw one.
Wait,
and
no,
the guy
there was
right
a
next
Cowboy.
to me,
There was a Cowboy going in. Who was it? There was one because remember my next door neighbors from Virginia Beach, Peake's parents were there to see him.
Oh,
I don't remember who it was.
I can't remember who.
I don't know why I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, we'll have to look it up.
Because we're both old.
What was that? The 2007?
2007.
But anyway, I can see why Shanny would hate the Eagles fans more because they're jerks in your own stadium. They're jerks in Washington Stadium.
I get it.
So yeah, I can't stand them. It's their fans. They're horrible Philly fans. But anyway, yeah. So I was upset about Kerrigan leaving, but he gave his all for the team during the crappiest years. So
yeah,
you know, at least he's gonna get a little bit more money before he retires back up there at Ball State. So the thing that we hear today, dude, if you're ready to move on to this, or I might have heard this yesterday when I got back from camping. Jay-Z is looking at buying a stake in the team.
What? Wants to buy a stake in the Washington football team?
Excellent.
So, do we have any comment about that? I don't think Dan Snyder is going to buy out all of his minority owners to divest to Jay-Z to own a little bit. You think he is?
I think he's 100% gonna. Who is gonna turn down Jay-Z from owning a piece of their team? He wants like 5%. Give him 5%.
If I owned the team, I'd be like, "This is my team. You ain't getting any of this team. Go get your own team." That's what I'd
sell
saying.
Somebody 5%.
I would
5% here, 5% there. As long as I've bought them, as long as I've got 51%, I've got the majority of the shares.
Be like, if you want 5%, go buy 5% of the seats on Sunday. There you go.
Who am I looking at from the Hall of Fred Dean, Darryl Green, Art Monk, Emma Thomas, Andre Tippett, Gary Zimmerman? Maybe that was the other time. I think it was the other time we went for Grimm, because Russ Grimm.
Oh, maybe it was.
I think it was the other time with Russ Grimm, because didn't Emmitt Smith go in that year?
Oh, yeah. We saw him with Russ Grimm when we didn't see them. Yeah, you're right. There were about a bunch of contrarian Cowboys fans at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, at the Monk Green one, there were no Redskins fans. I remember seeing a Cowboys guy, and I just pointed at him being like, look at this. And the guy next to me, who I don't know him, nothing, he goes, there's always one in there.
The Monk Green, there were tons of Redskins fans. They were everywhere. What are you
We were everywhere, but there was one Cowboy fan.
Oh, you said there was no Redskins fans.
Oh, did I really? Whoa.
Yeah. No, there were tons. And we've already talked about this enough, the good old days.
Tons of times.
Speaking of, we talked about this today. And I have some canceled plane tickets that I need to use before the end of the year, thanks to COVID. And there's only a few places that this airline flies from here, and one of them is DC. Flies direct, and one of them is DC.
Right.
So it looks like we're going to be heading to the revenge game from the Legend of Heineke, Washington v. Tampa.
Tampa Bay!
On my birthday weekend in November.
Tampa Bay! Our favorite fan from the game that I walked out of.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, Tampa Bay! Yeah!
Dude, they're going down. They're going down. So if anyone wants to join, let us know. And we will tailgate, and a fun time.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be.
We still might be going to another game too.
Yeah.
So we still got to decide on that. But yeah, it will be epic. We will start planning.
Yes, sir.
So mark your calendars, November 14, if you can join. I would love to see Tom Brady just get destroyed in this game.
I want to go see Tom Brady before he retires. It would be nice to see him live, and then I want to see Chase Young break Tom Brady in half, right there, right there at the 50-yard line. Boom, and then drop both pieces on the side. One piece over on one side, one piece over on the other side.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I want to see. I want to see Tom Brady's career end, just like, well, we thought we saw Alex Smith's career end that day, but we did not.
Yeah. So anyway,
what a crazy day.
It should be fun to tailgate with Tailgate Ted and those guys.
Oh yeah, that's
Going,
right.
like the old
Man,
leagues.
that's good. Everything's coming back from COVID. Love it.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so moving forward after the JC, I heard some more information today on the Al Galdi show about the Dr. Deathgate.
Oh yeah, what's up with that?
So apparently, as you know, Dr. Death is no longer with the team as the physician, and there is a big stink about the whole way Alex Smith injury was handled, and her saying that Dr. Death saying that Alex Smith was cleared to play, and the team saying, "Are we sure?" Blah blah blah. So the new information that came to light was that Dr. Death and Ryan Vermillion, who's the head trainer now at the team, sorry, I'm trying to fight back a sneeze, did not get along. And there was something about that, quote, bone. Bone
bruise?
It was, but at first they said it was soreness in the calf muscle, right? Calf soreness.
I think so. Something
And
like
then
that,
all of a sudden it was
which no
bone
one
bruise.
believed. No one believed that.
And apparently, anyway, apparently the sorry, I lost my train of thought because I'm reading David Herzing's things.
Yeah.
So apparently those two didn't get along. Ryan Vermillion didn't know about the bone bruise thing and didn't know what was going on, and Ryan Vermillion is one of Rivera's dudes he brought over from Panthers. He's been with him for like 10 years or so. So you know that Ron Rivera is not going to be siding with Dr. Death.
My boy Vermillion, Dr. Death. My boy Vermillion,
My boy.
Dr. Death. I don't know. What do I do? Do I want Vermillion? Do I want Dr. Death? I think I'm going to
All
go
my
with...
people injured or all my people ready to get on the field?
Yeah, really.
But anyway, Dr. Death is cut.
Yeah.
And he's just clearing house. He's clearing so much house in there.
It's great. It's great.
So, I mean, Alex Smith was saying that he wasn't getting a fair shake and all this, and they didn't want him to come back. Dude, you sucked.
They didn't want to come back because they didn't want him to be out on the field and have Aaron Donald jump on his back and for his leg to go, because that's what we all thought was going to happen when he got on his back and rode piggyback for like 2 seconds on Alex Smith's back. That's what we thought was going to happen.
And he sucks.
And he sucks. And of course he sucks. But you guys already know that.
Anyway, so there's some more information about the Dr. Deathgate, also known as the Innovagate. But yet apparently Innova is still a sponsor for this year, and there's something about the minority owner Shar, which we've already talked about this, the former minority owner,
right?
Who donated a lot of money to Innova for a cancer center, I believe. So if he has anything splitting ties with Dan Snyder, that could have something to do with it also. But anyway, yeah, Al Galdi is cranking it up. I'm liking his podcast in the mornings. Because it comes out at like 5 a.m. So when I'm driving somewhere in the morning, I put it on 1.5 speed because he.
That's what blind kids do with the stuff. They put stuff on like 2 speed or higher because it goes faster, but they can still hear it.
Dude, I tried to put our podcast. I put our podcast on twice speed, and we sound like chipmunks laughing. It's hilarious.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the funny thing.
But anyway, his show is pretty good. I'm liking it ever since Everything Good got kicked off of the Team 980. I've been listening to that.
Yeah, really. I mean, they still have good shows on there, but they've changed it around a lot.
Did Brian Mitchell get a show back on there? Because the last time I checked, he was not even on there in the afternoon. It was some other dude that I didn't like.
Is it B. Mitch and Finley that are on there after the Junkies, I think?
So B. Mitch is
B.
back
Mitch and
on with Finley? Okay.
Yeah, with Finley.
In the morning, like the 10 o'clock hour or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. Because I thought Brian Mitchell was off for a while.
Maybe he took some time off. I don't know.
They're saying Mitchell is on 1067. I don't know if I've ever listened.
No, dude, 106.7.
Oh, 106.7. I was thinking AM.
I think you didn't. There's no initial. There's no period in there.
Okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
1067 AM? What?
Oh, so Mitchell is not on the Team 980 anymore. Then he moved over. If he's on,
He's at
106.7
106.7 the fan. Yeah, like after the Junks.
I think 106.7 actually bought Team 980 or vice versa, and now like Team 980 just got gutted. I don't know what's going on there, but it sucks.
Well, a lot of places got gutted during the pandemic. Hopefully, a lot of people get hired back now that that they're starting to come back.
Yeah. Anyway,
like in Virginia today, like last night, Virginia like lifted pretty much all restrictions. So, like just
everything?
last night.
Everything?
Pretty much, yeah. Almost, yeah. Like businesses could still say we want to use masks, but no one's going to wear them. Unless you're
just
like in
completely, even if you're not vaccinated, they don't care if you're inside with a mask?
Yeah. People should have gotten vaccinated by now is what they're saying.
Yeah. If you haven't and you want to weed yourself out. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what they're saying. Anyway.
Pretty much. So like you got to get vaccinated now because we're pulling all these stops out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I guess they're like you can take your own risk if you want, basically.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shanny told us 106.7's parent company did buy 980.
Okay. he knows the deal. And then they gutted 980 because I used to listen to 980 in the truck all the time.
Right.
All right. Enough about those guys. What else we got here before we wrap this thing up? Oh, I've already talked about the Brady Revenge 2021, and I've already said that I'm the one that called it. We're winning the Super Bowl this year. Remember this.
I will remember it. I will celebrate it for the rest of my life when we win that championship and be like, dude, you called it.
And I will say this. Even if we don't win the championship, I think we're going to win at least a playoff game at the very minimum.
That really is the next step, isn't it?
We haven't won a playoff game in so long, dude.
I don't even know when it was.
Has it been in this century?
2002?
Did we win one? Just one, probably. We keep playing the Seahawks when we get in and keep getting beat by them.
I was about to say we probably beat like Tampa Bay in 2002.
Tampa Bay. What is our tie with us and Tampa Bay all the time?
I don't know.
I think I've been to like 4 games at FedEx against Tampa Bay. It just happens to be when I can go to a game. David Herzing, 13 wins. Wow.
13. Yeah, check that out. Even though we're playing that first place schedule.
I don't care about that. We're going to be dominant. We're going to be dominant. Yeah. Our defense is going to be dominant. Our offense is going to be better. If we can get 7 more points a game, championship. Oh, I'm saying. Object, 11-6. Who is that? Kenny Ken? Oh, X Factor. C-Jack 17 is in all the way from England,
wow.
Right? Dang, he's got to be tired. Yo, C-Jack 17.
What's up? The last time the Redskins won a playoff game was 2005.
Wow, I don't even remember it. Who did we beat?
Last time they won, yeah.
Who did we beat?
I'm looking.
C-Jack, get your plane ticket ready. November 14th. We're getting revenge on Tom Brady.
I'm still looking. Beating Tampa Bay in the first round before falling to Seattle. So we were both right, kind of.
Who do we beat in the first round?
We beat Tampa Bay. And then we lost to Seattle after that.
See, what is this? Every time we get to the playoffs, it's Tampa Bay or Seattle beating us.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which doesn't happen. We're winning this game against Tampa Bay. This
is the new Redskins. This is the Washington football team.
The WFT. Hail to the football team.
Yeah.
Anyway. Does that about wrap it up? Sorry, CJ just got in here, but he can look at the replay on YouTube and or download from Spotify.
Did we have anything else on our
iTunes
chat?
I'm looking there. I don't see anything. We went over all that junk.
I think we had so much like small and medium stuff this time around. But it was a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to go through.
Yeah. Anyone else have anything else to spur memory? Something we should discuss? Go ahead and tell us.
I think Ricky Seals-Jones will be our last tight end that we sign, and I think we'll keep Samus Reyes.
I don't know who we're going to keep. All I know is this is why I like watching preseason, is these battles.
Oh, yeah, especially this year, because we actually have, like, real battles. It's not like, are we going to keep this guy who used to work at 7-Eleven, or are we going to keep this guy who used to work at Burger King?
Yeah. Do we have 3 games this year or 4? What did we do finally?
For
We're
what?
going to three preseason games, right?
3 preseason games and 17 football games. Real football games.
We get an extra one. Well, we're
That's
getting like
fine,
an
yeah.
extra 4 or 5.
I always
win
like
the Super Bowl, but
I like the 16 because, you know, I like ties. 8 and 8 is fine, even though I'm American.
dude, I know something we didn't discuss that I wanted to bring up.
What?
Because I don't think we've had a podcast since the schedule came out, have we? What is up with all of our division games being at the end? Like 5 out of 6. The last 5 games of the year. That's insane. That's never happened.
Let me look it up right here. I'm looking up.
The last few years, we've always played like a division rival in our last game, like the last 5 years or so, maybe longer.
We got the Giants in week 2, and then after that, the last 5 weeks are Dallas, Philly, Giants.
Yeah.
Man, what's up with that?
Who made that? And at first I was like, whoa, is that something new the NFL is doing this year? Like putting all the division games at the end? But I think it just happened to like us.
Oh, that's weird.
I wonder why they're doing that. Do they think that the NFC East is going to be super tight? It might not be good, but it's going to be super tight next year, so people will want to watch in that last month instead of like having a crappy division and no one's interested in watching it the last month of the year. I don't know, but it's going to be crazy because if we win if we win 5 games in the first half of the season, you're not out of the playoffs because you haven't played any division games.
Yeah, exactly.
If we win 5 games and then win 5 division games, we're in.
At the end? Maybe. It's probably to do with we're playing Buffalo week 3 at Buffalo, and that's the added in game. And I'm sure adding in that 17th game really, I don't know, maybe it kind of screwed things up as far as it's normally concerned. I don't know.
I don't like it, dude. But I mean, it's basically we need to. In our division, I don't know about the other teams. Like, I guess they're playing a lot of division games too because we're playing them all. Right. But I guess it's like who's the best conditioned is going to win the division. Who doesn't have the injuries? Who's going to have all the healthy people at the end? Yeah.
Our bye is week 9 this year.
Yeah.
So right in the middle of the year.
Before the divisions. Yeah. So we got to beat that Giants game.
We got the bye, and then Tampa Bay is the next game.
I'm ready. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. Mm-hmm. I want to see Tom Brady lose in person, especially after they ran up that score with the Patriots.
Lose.
I'm never gonna forget that.
I'll never forget the game. Because 1, I left early, and 2. Let's go, Tampa Bay! Ah! The most annoying fan I've ever heard in my life, and she was the only person you could hear, because all the Redskins fans had nothing to say because the team quit.
Yeah, because they suck.
That's why I left that game early, 7 minutes early. I left with like 7:21 left because I was like, the team quit.
Oh, I remember, because you were like, I'm leaving, and I was like, seriously? Okay. I thought you were just going to go like hang out in the concourse and I would come out and find you there, but you were gone. You I left the premises.
Dude, I left with like thousands of other people at the same time. Thousands of other people. And we were all just disgusted because the team quit. That was probably the worst I've ever seen. It's definitely the worst I've seen live.
And wasn't it raining? Or am I adding that in?
That might have been that game where it was like really cold in the morning and then it went up to like 70 degrees in the afternoon or something.
Oh, I don't know. It sucked.
It was like really cold and then it got really, really hot. Like I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know, because you go out there with like a big puffy coat and your jersey and everything, and then you're just like, it's 70 degrees. I'm dying.
Yeah. All right, well, let's round this thing out, and we'll talk to these people next week.
Yeah, man.
I think that's about it. We'll talk to you guys. Let me find the outro music. There it is. Why is it? Okay? I'm gonna give a shout out to everyone in the Peanut Gallery. X Factor 357, C-Jack 17, David Herzing, the Shanny. Did I miss anyone? I don't know. Check us out in our Discord room 24/7, where people come in and Kenny Ken, sorry. People come in and chat in there, and
Shanny.
it's the Discord invite. You can always see it on our YouTube feed, but it's discord.gg/5YW5YFT for football team. And I could say shoot us an email, but I don't think we ever really check it. Hit us up in Discord if you want something.
Dude, yeah, if you want to say something, just say something in Discord. It's 2021. Come on. No one sends emails anymore.
Anyway, we'll talk to you guys maybe next week. Next time we get some news.
Yeah.
And hail to the Redskins football team. And as always, if you see a Cowboys fan,
you know what to do. Joker!